Just kind of welcome you to our 106th episode. Michael Cole, Facebook Live in Search of Awesome. My guest tonight is Maddie Stonebreaker of Downtown Hair Studio, La Indiana. Summit coach, by the way, is Sally Montalban. I think you got to give it up for those guys. They're freaking crushing it. And she's got 6 keys. You got to hear this now, you guys. 6 keys to blowing up your income as of a $120,000 W-2 with social media. Shit's called, boom. And she's in my green room, but before we bring her out, let me tell you just a little bit about her and why I think whatever it is she's going to be sharing with you tonight should matter to you. First of all, her first year behind the chair, W-2 2016 was 50. That's not bad. She goes up 30 grand in 17, and she's trending. Unless she does something incredibly insane, Maddie, you better not, or I'm going to kill you. You're trending $120,000 W-2 this year. She works 5 days a week, 32 hours. That's like trending a 40% increase. I mean, that's right up there with unprecedented. Level 4A, only 28 years old. Average service day, $700. Average ticket, $82. Haircuts, $34. Do the math, my friends. That's just this side of 3 times her haircut price. I mean, she is just all the way. 111 referrals last year. Rebooking 80% of the people that sits in her chair comes back for an encore. And her retail to service is 22 points, which tells me she's teaching her clients how to, what she does and what she uses to make sure that the experience goes at home. What else can I tell you about Maddie? She's going to tell you her story, but in a nutshell, and she graduates high school in 08, does a little bit of college from 2008 to 13, decides she's going to go to hair school, graduates 13. 14, she begins Downtown Hair Studio, first year 34, second 42, then she goes to 50, 82, and like I said, she's trending 120. I'm going to have her tell her story, and then she's going to take us on a social media ride because she is doing some things that are absolutely amazing with social. She uses iPhone X, baby. That's called the bomb. Her followers are on her Instagram page, Facebook page is 600 Facebook followers. 90% of the people that she serves, she has following her on those social platforms. 96% of the referrals that she gets, she says, comes in from Facebook and Instagram. Her Instagram handle is Maddie Stonebreaker Hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call her up, and then I'm going to want her to talk about her profile, and her profile is this: 31 guests a week. 20 of her guests are getting photo shoots. So almost 2/3 of who she serves, they're getting a photographic experience. Every color guest gets a photo shoot. That's like a triple-digit ticket. 10 pictures per shoot. 100% of her guests are reposting on their page, or they're doing selfies, and they're making sure that they tag her so that she can follow up. Triple winning on just about every one of her posts. So in a nutshell, that's what that is. Now, I'm going to bring her up. She's going to tell us a little bit about her story, and then I'm going to have her talk about her social media strategy. So keep your fingers crossed that the Wi-Fi gods are, taking good care of us today. Let's see what happens. There she is. Give it up for Maddie, will you guys? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, did you hear me bragging on you?
I did. Thank you.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and hang out with us, Maddie. As we always do, I want the people watching tonight to know Maddie before we talk about Maddie's social media. So your story is extraordinary. That first part, what your life was like, and what caused you to decide to go into hairdressing versus go into, traditional college stuff. Get us started.
I do have a funny background. I'm a second-generation hairstylist, so I've always, since being little, had a foot in the door with my mom and my aunt in the hair world. Come to high school, and right after, I'm like, I'm not doing hair. I'm not working those stupid hours. I'm not working, a million times. I see how hard my mom and my aunt worked. I'm like, I'm not doing this thing. So I went to college for business, wound up working at a bank and then I was graduated 2008 from high school, so right when that whole economic crash happened. So I decided to keep picking up more hours in the banking world, take less in college. Then I just wasn't feeling my home, wasn't feeling my niche. And in the meantime, my mother and aunt decided to take on the Summit Salon in their 29-year-old salon. Took on Millennium Systems, and they grew really fast. And within 2 years, they were ready to move into a new location. And I decided, what the hell, I'm gonna do this, and quit my job as an assistant manager in the banking world, and went to hair school at 23.
So that was the turning point when you watched your mom go to Summit and saw that transformation. You said, okay, I got to get in this game.
Yes, because I have a passion for the business, the marketing, all of that part too. And when I saw Summit come into their life, that just merged it all together for me. And I knew why not give this a try?
So now you're in the game, and you know you're through hair school. You're in the salon. So what was your definable moment? What made the difference for Maddie?
There was two things. When I first started doing hair, Facebook was just starting to become a big thing. I had a hard time, or I felt like I was going to have a hard time, because through my entire life, I referred everybody I know to the salon since I've always had a part in it. Then I was really worried on how I was going to get clientele, as all my friends and family were already in the salon. But I reached out to everybody else I knew through Facebook Messenger when it was literally in its prime, and did that. And I reached out and got built pretty fast off of the rest of the people who I knew in my life. That was a big one. And then after years of doing good, growing decently fast, but I said, I got to really take this social media thing for real, for serious, work smarter, not harder. And I really dedicated myself to social media starting January of last year. And with that, I've just grown hugely in this last year that I can't thank the social media gods enough.
I know you've almost become like me, like a social media evangelist, because you're witnessing firsthand the power of this and how this is getting you to places that are higher and almost, at Mach 5. So congratulations. It's a wonderful thing. Now you're trending. You're on a trajectory that you're almost, like you're going ballistic, and you're going to crack the infamous 6-figure this year. And, a couple of years ago, you're like diametrically opposite. How's that changed your life? Like, people got to be watching this going, wow. So how's your life different now than it was before the explosion happened?
Well, financially, I can't say enough that just what that alone does to you personally. It's amazing. But in the salon, I've really taken on more of a management position as far as that goes. So we are a salon of 21 girls, trying to get everybody on board, doing different social media at their level, and what they're comfortable doing is where I'm at right now with helping them. And I want to pass the wealth on. I want everybody to make as much and have the greatest opportunity that I do.
Nice. Yeah. And so the other thing that really rang my bell is you're now already starting to pay it forward. You've earned the right to become a leader, and you're kind of leading them by becoming a vision of what's possible.
Yes.
Nice. So where do you go from here? What's next for Maddie? What's the future hold?
Again, I just want to keep consistent, because I can't say it enough how important it is to stay consistent and keep an open mind and evolve on social media. Just the platforms are constantly taking on new features. Utilize those and wrangle those in to utilize them to make more money. Guests are constantly reaching out to these different things. And then I want to keep passing it on. I want to teach these other girls in the salon how to captivate an audience and grow your clientele through the social media world.
Nice. Well, we've got a few minutes left, so I really want our viewers tonight to really get a taste as to what you're doing specifically on social. So let's pivot and go there. And I think you have like 5 or 6 keys you're going to walk us through. I'm holding my iPad up because your first key is really, really cool. That this whole triple win thing. Tell us about what that is, what that's about.
I never knew it necessarily as a triple win until I started talking to you, but just the access to the salon, the salon Facebook, my personal Facebook, and then again, that clientele. So the first picture is where it's posted, I believe it's on my Instagram.
Yes.
And so I usually on average get about 20 to 30 likes on my Instagram and Facebook posts. I always make sure that I turn around and engage back with them so that I keep getting that rapport. It also helps with the crazy algorithm of Instagram and Facebook. Then the second one is I tagged her, or I put that on her Facebook page. So with that, it wound up with 72 likes and 23 comments by the time it was all said and done.
Wow.
So then the third one is on the Downtown Hair Studio web or Facebook page, and I did a live video, and I had 28 comments and 102 likes on that video.
Nice. And so it's you're posting on your page, you're tagging and showing up on the salon's page, and then the overwhelming majority of your guests are either reposting your pictures or they're doing selfie stuff.
Yes, most of my guests, they get mad if they leave without a picture. They want my professional photo before they my chair. So they'll actually hang out in my chair before, like if I'm trying to finish it up and all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, I need to do a picture. They remind me because they want that. And then they've made all their pages public so that when I post it on my business webpage or business Facebook page, I can tag them in it, and they like that constant compliments from my other guests. They like it from their guests, and then I have a whole new world of people that I'm open up to. That then in return, I make sure that I engage with them.
Yeah, you're hitting on all cylinders. I mean, just the photo shoot now has become your gift with purchase. It's almost like glamour shots, but it's like it's a gift. It's like you, and then now they're coming in expecting it. They're inquiring about it. They get almost addicted to it because they absolutely love the experience. So now you got
actually getting ready for this show, and kind of wrapping up my last guest, she left and came back in the salon because she realized I forgot to take a photo.
I mean, I'm loving this, yeah. Well, and it's interesting because people that are not doing social, other hairdressers, their guests are coming back and saying, hey, what do I have to do to get my picture taken? And, which kind of causes like some discomfort there. Let's pivot to the second key because you're doing something that I just absolutely love this example that you're using on referral incentives. Anytime somebody is liking your page or a comment, what is that? I'm going to actually have you repost that on the comment box because it's a phenomenal post.
Perfect, thank you. I used Canva, an app to create this, and I can't say enough about this particular key. It's good enough to get likes, but at the same time, you have to turn around and engage back with them. If you don't engage back with them, then you're not capturing that guest. So each person who I'm not friends with, don't have as a guest, I make sure to send them that essential digital referral card to them through Facebook Messenger or through Instagram so that there's a reason for them to come to me and give me a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just loving it because you're embedding the gift certificate right in the post. And Canva, I just picked that Canva up a couple of weeks ago. It is a phenomenal framing app. So it's I hope that the people watching, if they don't have it, they'll get on it. Now, going right to the third key, that was really about, it's simple, but it's elegant on how you're filling last minute openings. Talk about how you're using that.
Well, I have several guests who are nurses or have kids and have work schedules that are difficult. So if I wind up with a last minute cancel and I continuously am looking forward to the next week or two in my schedule to see what I need to fill. So with that, I post this with that opening and it usually fills within a 24-hour time frame. And that just, they know to look for it. I have a few guests who can't make an appointment for whatever reason and they're constantly looking for this specific post. Some of my stylists use different images each time, and they don't see the same rapport that I do, because I feel like they know that this is exactly what they need to look for, and
Yeah.
they're looking for this
I
image.
love it. I love it. Now, this next one is just the bomb. It's you calling it the 11th commandments, social media commandments, and they're like 11 key points. Where'd you get that? What is it? And then how do you use that as a teaching piece for your people?
I created that because I do a lot of the one-on-ones with the stylists and service providers. And over my trial and error, I'm not going to ask my stylist to do something that I haven't tried or figured out or seen the results myself. So with the 11 commandments, it's different things such as consistency and engagement, or just like the last little post, the last minute, to take your downtime. 30 minutes at the end of the day, 30 minutes at the beginning of the day, to plan your social, to engage. What's my other favorite one on that one?
Well, what I'm gonna do, Maddie, is I'm gonna actually, with your permission, that will be my first post tomorrow. I'll actually put up on my page your 11th commandment so people can download them, and I'm sure a lot of salon owners and managers and leaders would love that, because it's just really, really eloquently worded.
Thank you. And yeah, absolutely. And if anybody has questions on how I do those, I'm more than willing to answer questions or help out anybody else.
Well, this next one is really phenomenal, because a lot of people are going, so how do I get my clients, to follow me? And this is a phenomenon. I'm assuming it's a mirror sticker or shelf talk or something. I'm going to post that as well. But in a nutshell, what is that?
That one's posted on my station at the salon. And a part of my consultation when you're new in my chair is to expect, when I'm mixing your color, to join me on those different pages. I give them a reason to. I have a resource. You see my work. There's different tips. My openings are on there. A lot of different things that makes it apparent and appropriate for them to take that on all my levels: the Facebook, the Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest.
I love it. Last but not least, you've got this guest refer friends on social, and this looks like there are some posts going on there. Tell it in a nutshell. What's that idea? What's that rooted in?
Okay. A lot of my guests, or in our area, I guess, on Facebook, there's a lot of different groups: Northwest Indiana, Lowell, Indiana, Northwest Indiana garage sales, things like that, where people write all the time. I'm new to the area, looking for a hairstylist. Who would you recommend? I'm so blessed that my guests share my name. They post me on there, they tag me on there all the time. And I highly recommend getting involved on those groups once in a while. Put a post. It doesn't need to be I'm open and free. It needs to be like, hey, I'm at Downtown Hair Studio. It's prom season. How can I help you?
Nice.
Inspiration photos. But my guests are amazing, and I always make sure to go back and thank them for tagging me, so that I continuously encourage that behavior. Then I go to the guest who said, I'm looking for somebody, and I send them that digital referral card for the $25 off.
Nice. So again, with your permission, I'll repost this on my page so that people can download if they want. Listen, we're out of time, and this has to be one of the best yet. I mean, your tutorial was nothing short of profound and extraordinary. So thank you. I'm going to let you go. I'll summarize, and then I want to get you back on the second half of the year to see how much you're going to crush 120.
Thank you.
All right, give it up one more time for Maddie. You stay well, my friend.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. That was a phenomenal interview, you guys. I mean, it was just nothing short of extraordinary. So, we're going to be editing this one down, but I want to summarize it real quick, because it really, what she gave us tonight was nothing short of extraordinary. Her 5 keys, her triple win. I mean, that's now becoming a norm. But I absolutely loved the referral incentive. And she downloads this brand new app called Canvas, I believe, Canvas.
No S.
Canva, CANVA. I've been playing with it for a couple of weeks. It's extraordinary, you guys. You got to pick that up. And notice, thank you for noticing my work. By liking or commenting on my pictures, you've earned a $25 off your first visit with me. Contact me if you're interested. And that's really what's catapulting her into high referrals. So, you know, it was that. I just loved her consistency. Anytime she has an opening, she uses this. She has branded this, so now her clients are looking for this when they're on her page rather than changing it up. I think that's nothing short of brilliant as well. I will post the 11 commandments on the page tomorrow, but especially if you're an owner, a leader, a coach, a mentor, an educator, this would be a great, you know, what do you do with your downtime? And how are you using social media to fill future downtime? So she has that. I love this mirror sticker on getting more of her guests to engage in social and follow her, because that's a big question on your mind as well. So all in all, it was an extraordinary evening. Give it up for one more time. You know, we're running a little bit over tonight, so if you're new to us, hang out on Michael Cole Summit. That is the my handle on Facebook, and that's every week we have another Facebook Live. We're blogging on that page daily, so that would be a page to hang out. Hang out on Michael Cole Summit on Instagram as well, because there's blogging happening there. The stories feature. If you are a salon owner, especially a Summit salon, and you have people that are struggling with social media, if you Summit now has a social media virtual coaching team. Guys, they don't even have to fly into the salon anymore. They can just Zoom.com you in or FaceTime, coach your people on the spot, and an hour here, an hour there will make a big difference. So call our 800 number, 800-718-5949, and you'll get the first complimentary hour consulting to see if this is going to work for you. If you're new to us, this is our 106th episode. And so if you get on summitsalon.com, if you /MC Live, you will see every single one of our webisodes from the first to the 106th. It's all curated. It's been on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, you have to go on an archaeological dig to find it. This has all been curated for you. So take me up on that offer. Summitsalon.com, on the product page, that's the official text over the top for the client communication, but now the planner has become a vital tool to plan your day so that all these openings you can begin to fill with social media rather than upselling clients on the front end. If you go to and just live on summitsalon.com, find the mobile calculator page, because all of the calculators now, we've taken the math out of it. They set your annual goal, it automatically, the algorithm breaks it down to the month, the week, the day, so that you can begin setting a day goal to hit your annual income. It's just, we've really tried to make it as simple for you as possible. Measure what you treasure. You can now download the mobile app, and at the end of the day, week, month, all of this is tracked for you. You just key in your numbers for the day, stack them high, watch them by. So we're at the back end, and I always like to express gratitude for our sponsors. We got L'Oreal PPD and all of their extraordinary brands. We got Redken, Purology, Shoe, Mazzani, L'Oreal Matrix, L'Oreal Professional, Kerastase, Baxter, and Essie. These are the companies that continue to support the work we do and allow us to bring you this content in the way. So thank you, L'Oreal and PPD. Salon Centric, State Beauty, and RDA are the distribution arms, and if it wasn't for the good people that call on the salons daily to let you know about this, so thank you very much. And last but not least, Summit Salon Business Partners and Business Center, all of my partners at SSBC. We all continue to evolve this. This channel is brought to you by them and for their work. So thanks again, and we'll see you next week with another special guest.